What's the number one reason most LLCs fail in their first year? If you guessed lack of funding or poor marketing, you'd be wrong. The real killer is something much simpler and it's completely avoidable. Stick around because in this video, I'm sharing top essential tips for managing your LLC that will help you avoid this fatal mistake. These are the strategies I wish someone has told me when I started my first business. Let's make sure you don't learn them the hard way. And to help you get started, I've put together a free LLC guide that you can download right now at llcblueprint.com/free guide. The link is down in the description of this video. Plus, for those of you who are ready to set up your LLC, I would highly recommend Northwest Registered Agents. They'll handle everything for you for as little as $39. For your convenience, all the links are down in the description of this video, so go ahead and check them out. And before we move on, please know that I do earn a small commission if you choose to shop through my links. It doesn't cost you anything extra and it helps me support my channel. So let's dive right in. Now, let's talk about the number one killer of new LLCs, mixing personal and business finances. It's a mistake that's so easy to make, especially when you're just starting out and excited about your new venture. Now, picture this. You're at the office supply store getting everything you need to set up your workspace. You pull out your personal credit card to pay for it all. Seems harmless, right? Well, here's where it gets tricky. Fast forward to tax season and you're staring at a mess of receipts and bank statements trying to figure out which expenses were for your business and which were personal. I remember when I first started out, I made this exact mistake. Let me tell you, it was not pretty. I spent hours sorting through transactions, trying to separate my business expenses from my personal ones. It was stressful, time-consuming, and honestly, I wasn't even sure if I got it all right in the end. But here's the thing, when you're mixing finances, you're not just risking a headache at tax time. You're actually putting your personal assets at risk. This is serious stuff. When you form an LLC, one of the main benefits is the liability protection it offers. But if you're not keeping your finances separate, you could lose that protection. Let me share a real case with you that shows just how bad it can get. There was this LLC owner who didn't keep their finances separate. They used their personal account for business expenses, deposited business income into their personal account, and basically treated the business money like their own personal piggy bank. Well, when the business ran into trouble and couldn't pay its debts, the court decided to pierce the corporate veil. That's a fancy legal term that basically means they stripped away all the liability protection of the LLC. The owner ended up being personally responsible for all the business debts. They lost everything, their savings, their house, their car, basically everything. Now, I don't want to scare you, but I do want you to understand how important this is. The good news is that it's actually pretty simple to avoid this mistake. Here's what you need to do. Open a separate business account and get business credit card ASAP. When you're choosing a bank, look for ones that offer business-specific services. And once you've got your business account set up, use it for all your business transactions. Income from your business, deposit it there. Expenses for your business, pay them from that account or with your business credit card. It's that simple. And here's a pro tip. Pay yourself a regular salary from your business account. This helps maintain that separation and makes it clear that the business money isn't just your personal cash. Trust me, this simple step will save you so much stress and potentially your entire business. It might seem like a hassle now, but it's nothing compared to the nightmare of trying to untangle mixed finances later on. Plus, research shows that businesses that keep their finances separate have a 30% higher success rate in their first 5 years. Those are odds you want on your side. All right, so you've got your finances sorted out, but here's a curveball. Did you know a silent killer is lurking in the shadows of your new LLC? And it's not what you think, and it catches even the savviest entrepreneurs off guard. Let's dive into the world of LLC compliance. It might not be exciting, but ignoring it could cost you everything. Now, you might be thinking, I've separated my finances, I'm good to go, right? Well, not so fast. Here's another critical aspect of running an LLC that many new owners overlook: compliance. It's not the most thrilling topic, but trust me, it's a make or break factor for your business. Let me hit you with a quick quiz. What's your state's annual reporting deadline for LLC? You don't know? Well, you're not alone. I've seen countless new LLC owners miss these crucial deadlines, and the consequences can be brutal. We're talking hefty fines that can put a serious dent in your profits, or worse, jeopardize your LLC status altogether. And here's the thing, up to 40% of LLCs face penalties due to non-compliance with state regulations. That's nearly half of all LLCs potentially at risk, and it has nothing to do with how well they're performing financially. It's all about staying on top of the paperwork and legal requirements. So let's break down the three main areas of compliance you need to know about: annual reports, registered agents, and licenses. First up, annual reports. Many states require LLCs to submit these reports, which include basic details about your company. It might seem like a simple task, but missing the deadline can cause your business a lot of headaches. Next, we've got registered agents. This is a crucial role that ensures you don't miss any important legal documents or state notices. Your registered agent needs to have a physical address in your state of registration and be available during business hours. It sounds straightforward, but I've seen it trip up even experienced business owners. Let me share with you a quick story about a client of mine. They were doing great. Business was booming, and then they decided to move their office. In all the excitement, they forgot one crucial detail: updating their registered agent's address. Fast forward a few months, and they nearly lost their LLC status because they missed some critical legal notices, all because of an outdated address. And lastly, we got licenses. Depending on your industry and location, you might need various permits and certifications to operate legally. Skipping this step isn't just risky. It could lead to fines or even forced closure of your business. Now, I know all this compliance stuff sounds overwhelming, but here's the good news. Staying compliant isn't hard if you know what to do. There are some great tools out there that can make this whole process a breeze. Services like Northwest Registered Agents offer professional support tailored to new LLC owners. They can help you navigate compliance requirements, send reminders for filing deadlines, and even assist you with paperwork. Remember, compliance might seem boring, but it's your shield against legal troubles and keeping your business running smoothly. Now, let's talk about a critical tool that many new entrepreneurs overlook. Imagine you're in a dispute with your business partner. Who gets to call the shots? How do you divide the profits? Without this key document, you might be headed for a messy and expensive legal showdown. I'm talking about the operating agreements, your LLC's business Bible. I know, it sounds like another boring piece of paperwork, but trust me, this document is a lifesaver. It's not just about avoiding problems. It's about setting your business up for success from day one. Let me give you a scenario. You and your business partner start an LLC together. Things are going great at first, but then you disagree on a major business decision. Without an operating agreement, you're stuck. Who has the final say? How do you resolve the conflict? I've seen partnerships crumble over issues that could have been easily resolved if they'd had a simple agreement in place. Now, even if you're the sole owner of your LLC, you still need an operating agreement. Why? Because it adds credibility to your business. Banks, investors, and even potential business partners will take you more seriously when you have this document. It shows you're committed to running a professional, well-organized operation. Now, let's talk about what goes into an operating agreement. First up, you'll want to clearly define member responsibilities. Who is in charge of what? This prevents confusion and potential conflicts down the road. Next, you'll need procedures for adding or removing members. Trust me, you don't want to figure this out on the fly if someone decides to leave or you want to bring in a new partner. Now, one of the most crucial elements is outlining how you'll distribute profits. This might seem simple when you're just starting out, but as your business grows, it can get complicated. Having a clear method in place prevents arguments and ensures everyone's on the same page. Another key component is decision-making guidelines. Who gets to make what decisions? Do you need unanimous agreement for major choices, or will a majority vote suffice? These might seem like small details now, but they can make a huge difference when you're faced with important business decisions. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds expensive. Do I need to hire a lawyer to draft all this? Well, here's some good news. While having a lawyer review your agreement is a smart move, you don't necessarily need to spend a fortune to get started. There are some great DIY options out there. Services, for example, like Northwest registered agents offer customizable templates that can help you draft a solid operating agreement without breaking the bank. These templates cover all the essential elements we've talked about, and you can tailor them to fit your specific business needs. Just remember, your operating agreement isn't set in stone. As your business grows and changes, you can and should update it. Think of it as a living document that evolves with your LLC. All right, so now that we've covered the basics, let's dive into something that can truly make or break your LLC: smart financial management. You might think keeping track of income and expenses is enough, but trust me, there is so much more to it. Let me share with you a quick story. A few years back, my business was doing great on paper. We were landing big clients, revenue was up, and everything looked rosy. But then, out of nowhere, we almost ran out of cash. How could this happen when we were supposedly profitable? The answer lies in a concept that many new LLC owners overlook: cash flow. Now, here's the deal. Cash flow is king, and understanding it can mean the difference between success and failure for your LLC. It's not just about how much money you're making, but when that money is actually hitting your bank accounts. You could have a ton of sales, but if your clients are slow to pay, you might still find yourself in a tight spot. So how do we get a handle on this? Let's look at some simple tools and techniques to forecast your cash flow and make smarter financial decisions. One of the easiest ways to start is by using accounting software like QuickBooks. These tools can help you track your income and expenses in real time, giving you a clear picture of your financial health. But here's where many LLC owners stumble. They don't know how to read and use financial statements. Don't worry if you're not a numbers person. I'll show you how to make sense of these crucial documents. Start first by focusing on 3 key statements: your income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statements. These will give you a comprehensive view of your business's financial health. Now, here's a pro tip that really saved my business and could save yours too. Learn how to price your products or services for profit, not just revenue. It's not enough to just cover your costs. You need to build a healthy profit margin to ensure your LLCs can grow and thrive. Take the time to really understand all your costs, not just the obvious ones like materials, but also things like overhead and your own time. Remember, good financial management isn't just about avoiding problems. It's about setting yourself up for growth. Schedule regular financial reviews, whether monthly or quarterly, to assess your LLC's health and make necessary adjustments. This proactive approach can help you spot potential issues before they become major problems. And here's something that might surprise you. Even profitable businesses can go bankrupt if they don't manage their finances properly. That's why it's crucial to keep detailed records of every expense, no matter how small. These records not only help you at tax time, but also give you valuable insights into your spending patterns. And lastly, don't be afraid to seek help if you need it. Consider working with a financial advisor or accountant who specializes in small businesses. They can provide invaluable guidance as you navigate the complex world of LLC finances. All right, so let's talk about getting the word out there. Your LLC isn't going to grow by itself. You need a solid marketing plan to make people actually notice you. This doesn't mean just posting a few times on social media and hoping for the best. Think about where your ideal customers hang out online. Is it Facebook, Instagram, YouTube? And build a presence there. Content marketing like blogs or videos is another great way to attract people who are already interested in what you offer. And don't forget about email marketing. Building a list of subscribers who want to hear from you can be pure gold for your business. When done right, a marketing plan is more than just promoting. It's about consistently showing up where your audience is and building real connections. Now, if you've got a team or a partner, communication isn't just helpful, it's essential. Without clear channels for everyone to communicate, you're setting yourself up for confusion, missed deadlines, and a whole lot of unnecessary stress. Tools like Slack, Trello, or Asana make it easy for everyone to stay on the same page, even if they're working remotely. Setting clear roles and responsibilities can also save you from the "I thought you were doing that" drama that nobody has time for. Try holding regular check-ins or weekly meetings to keep projects on track and make sure everyone knows what's happening. Trust me, a little effort here can save you a ton of headaches down the road. Now, taxes might be one of the least exciting parts of running an LLC, but optimizing your tax setup can make a huge difference. First off, choosing the right tax status, whether you're taxed as a sole proprietor, partnership, or corporation, can impact how much you owe, so it's worth getting some advice here. And here's a tip: track every single business expense. Deductions can add up fast, and they're one of the easiest ways to keep more money in your pocket. It's also a good idea to connect with a tax professional who understands LLCs. They'll help you avoid penalties and maybe even find deductions you didn't know about. Don't leave tax planning as an afterthought. Set yourself up right from the start, and you'll thank yourself when tax season rolls around. And lastly, here's something a lot of new LLC owners overlook: great customer service. If you want customers to come back and spread the word for you, you've got to treat them right from day one. Encourage feedback so you know what's working and what's not. Your customers will appreciate knowing their voice matters. And make sure you're responding to inquiries quickly. Nobody likes to feel ignored, especially when they're spending money with you. Consistency is key here. So whether it's just for you or a whole team, make sure everyone's on the same page with service standards. Over time, these happy customers will turn into repeat buyers and maybe even fans who tell everyone about your business. It's not just about avoiding complaints. It's about building relationships that last. All right, there you have it. The essentials that'll keep your LLC running smoothly. Remember, running an LLC isn't just about having a killer product or service. It's about smart management too. All these tips work together to build a strong foundation for your business. Now, if you're feeling overwhelmed, don't worry, because I've got your back. Check out Northwest Registered Agents. They're offering a great deal for you guys. You can get your LLC set up for just $39 using my link in the description of this video. It's a steal, and they'll help you navigate all this stuff we talked about today. Trust me, investing in professional help early on can save you a ton of headaches, so go ahead, click that link, and get your LLC off to the right start. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time.